Hi, this is Brandon Sugiyama from JIAYO.com, and this video is a continuation of the Introduction to Bagua Zhang video series. If you haven't checked out the first video, I do recommend that you start there. I went over some basic stationary exercises, some linear stepping drills, as well as some coordination of the upper body and lower body and turning. The exercises that I'll be going over today are a progression and build upon those fundamental skills. We'll be doing them stationary, walking in a straight line, and then we'll introduce circle walking. Before we begin, you'll need a little bit of open space, access to a high-backed chair, or a wall that we can use for support. Before we begin, let's do a quick recap to some of those stationary stepping drills. So in the first video, we did an exercise where we were stepping forward, placing the foot down, shifting the weight forward, and then back. So this is a controlled stepping exercise. And what I mean by that is if we're starting with the right foot stepping forward, the right foot is lifted, steps forward, and we're not moving the back foot, in this case that's the left foot, until the right is flat on the floor. Once that right foot is flat on the floor, then we shift the weight. Same thing going back is that we would place the left foot back. Once that foot touches the ground, we shift the weight and the right foot to follow. In this next exercise, we'll be doing more of an advancing step. So there are two things that are different between this advancing step and the controlled stepping before. One is the coordination between the feet, or the timing between the feet, and two is the distance that we'll be stepping. So first, let's go over the coordination and the timing of the 2 feet. We'll be starting with our right foot. The right foot is the lead foot. The left foot, in this case, is the following foot. Start by bending the knees. Raise the right foot off the ground. We can use the wall for a support or the chair. We will push the foot forward, but before the right foot touches the ground, the ankle of the left foot will begin to come off the ground and then follow. Then as we step back, same thing. The left foot, the toe touches, then the right foot comes back. Okay. 2 is the distance that we'll be stepping. Before, the distance of the step was quite limited. It was limited to raising the right foot up, pushing it forward, and at this height, this is about as far as I can comfortably step, right? Placing the foot down, following with the left. With this advancing step, we can step further because we are pushing off of the back foot. So once again, we'll start with the right foot up. We can push the right foot forward and step further now with this advancing step. Okay? Let's go over that again. Bagua posture, shoulders, chest, tailbone, lower back, slightly bend the knees, lift the right foot off the ground, push the right foot forward. When you're kind of at your maximum, push off of the back foot even further, following with the left foot. Same thing going back. We'll push the left foot back, push off the right foot to come back. So as you see, I'll do those 2 back to back with the controlled step and the advancing step. With the controlled step, let's pay attention to how far I'm stepping and also the timing and coordination of the 2 feet. First is the controlled step. Controlled step is right foot forward, place the right foot down on the ground, follow with the left, step back with the left, place the left foot on the ground, follow with the right. That's the controlled step. The advanced stepping, bring the right foot off the ground, step forward, step further, push off, follow with the left, step back with the left, follow with the right. So one thing to be aware of as we're doing this advancing step is how we control our weight, or where our center of gravity is. So in Bagua, for these basic drills, we want to think about keeping our hips level at one height throughout the stepping drill. Very, very common when doing this advancing step, people will do a little bit of a hop, and I'll show you what I mean. As they push forward on this back foot, their weight will go up and then down. Same thing on the back. They'll push the left foot back and hop back. If you look at my hips, even look at my feet, you'll see this hop. When you're pushing off of that back foot, you want to think about pushing forward and not pushing up. So we'll do this again. Push the right foot forward, and then from that left foot, think about pushing your entire body weight forward, then following with that left foot. And the same thing back. Push the left foot back, that's as far as I can go comfortably, then push off the right foot and come back. Let's do this a few times together, just stepping with the right, following with the left. Okay. Bagua posture, bend at the knees, one hand on the wall or the high back chair, raise the right foot up, push the right foot forward, that's as far as I can comfortably go, then push off that left foot, follow with the left. Step back with the left, that's as far as I can go comfortably, push with the right and come back. You might find that it's a little bit hard to control your balance on that forward step and the backward step. That's fine. That's what the wall and the chair is for balance. Also, if you feel uncomfortable, you can also place that stepping foot down. Ideally, we want to keep that foot hovering parallel to the ground. Let's try this again. Right foot up. Extend the right leg. That's as far as we can go comfortably. Push off with the left. Step further forward. Left foot follows and hovers. Same thing with the left. Step back with the left. That's as far as I can go. Push off the right and come back. Let's try this a few times back and forth. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Pay attention to your weight distribution. Pay attention to your center of gravity, right? Feet moving parallel to the ground, pushing forward and backward, not hopping. Let's try this on the left, other side. Start with the Bagua posture. Bend at the knees, one hand on the wall or on the chair for balance. Lift up the left foot. Extend the left leg. This is as far as I can go comfortably. Push forward off the right, follow with the right, hover, extend the right foot back. That's as far as I can go comfortably. Push off the left foot and come back. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Again, things to pay attention to. Your center of gravity. Your waist as it shifts forward and backward, the soles of your feet parallel to the ground, and also controlling your balance as you step forward and backward. Try this exercise on both the left and the right several times until you become more comfortable with it. Then we'll move on to the next drill. Okay, now let's move on from the advancing step in a stationary position. Now we'll do the advancing step moving linearly with a 180-degree turn using the ko and baibu. Before we move on, let's quickly review the kobu and baibu from the first video. So if I'm going to be turning to my right, my left foot is the outside foot, my right foot is the inside foot. Turning to the right, left is the outside, right is the inside. Our left foot turns 90 degrees and is placed in front of the toes of the right foot. The right foot lifts up and turns 90 degrees from the left foot. The left foot then comes to meet the right. If we're turning to the left, our right foot is the outside foot, our left foot is the inside. Turning to the left, our right foot picks up, turns 90 degrees, and is placed in front of the toes of the left foot. The left foot is raised up, turns 90 degrees to the left, then our right foot comes to meet it. This is how we'll be turning 180 degrees on both sides of this linear stepping drill. Now let's do the advancing step, moving linearly across the floor. Because of my limited space, I can only do 2 steps. If you're in a larger space, you can do more. Let's start with the Bagua posture with the shoulders relaxed, chest is hollow, tailbone is pointed downwards with the lower back in a neutral position. Hands with the palms facing down at the waist level with the fingers pointed towards one another. We'll be stepping with a left, right, Kobu Baibu. Shift the weight to the right foot, picking up the left. Advancing step with the left. Advancing step with the right. Ko with the left. Bai with the right. Left foot comes to meet. Let's go back with an advancing step with the right, followed by the left. Shift the weight to the left foot. Raise the right foot off the ground. Advancing step with the right. Advancing step with the left. Ko with the right. Bai with the left. Right foot comes to meet the left. Let's do this together a few more times. Bagua posture. Bend at the knees. Hands in front of the body. Fingers pointed towards one another. Shift the weight to the right. Advancing step with the left. Advancing step with the right. Ko with the left. Bai with the right. Left foot comes to meet. Shift the weight to the left foot. Raise the right foot. Advancing step with the right. Advancing step with the left. Ko with the right. Bai with the left. Right foot comes to meet. Shift the weight over to the right. Lift the left foot up. Advancing step with the left. Advancing step with the right. Left foot ko. Right foot bai. Left foot comes to meet the right. Shift the weight to the left foot. Pick up the right foot. Advancing step with the right. Advancing step with the left. Ko with the right. Bai with the left. Right foot comes to meet. Okay, try this exercise several times, going back and forth. Again, if you have more space, you can do more steps. Pay attention to your center of gravity, keeping those feet moving parallel to the ground, working on your balance, and then we'll move on to the next exercise. Okay, moving on. This next exercise, the stepping, will stay exactly the same. The only thing that we're changing is our upper body in relation to what our lower body is doing. So as a refresher, let's work on the Kobu Baibu with the upper body turned and facing in one direction. So our feet and our hips are pointed to the left. Bend at the knees, Bagua posture, hands in front. We'll be turning the upper body 90 degrees relative to our feet. Our toes, knees, and hips are faced to the left. Our upper body, our chest and our shoulders are turned to the right. Let's do a ko with the left, bai with the right. Left foot comes to meet the right. With our upper body staying in a fixed position but turned 90 degrees relative to our lower body. Let's do a Kobu Baibu in the other direction. Same thing. Body is turned 90 degrees, chest facing you, the camera. We'll do a ko with the right, bai with the left. Right foot comes to meet the left, and finish. Now let's move on to the advancing step with our upper body turned 90 degrees. Again, because of the limited space, I'll be doing 2 steps across. If you have more space where you are, you can do more steps. Start with Bagua posture, bend at the knees, hands in front and turn the upper body 90 degrees to the right. As we're stepping and turning, we'll keep our chest in a fixed position, turned relative to our lower body. Okay, let's start by shifting the weight to the right foot, picking up the left. Do an advancing step with the left. Advancing step with the right. Ko with the left, bai with the right. Left foot comes to meet the right, keeping the chest in a fixed position. Shift the weight to the left foot. Advancing step with the right. Advancing step with the left. Ko with the right. Bai with the left. Right foot comes to meet. Do this a couple more times together. Bagua posture. Bend at the knees. Hands in front of the body. Turn to the right. Shift the weight to the right foot. Pick up the left. Advancing step with the left. Advancing step with the right. Ko with the left. Bai with the right. Left foot comes to meet. Shift the weight to the left foot. Pick up the right. advancing step with the right, advancing step with the left, ko with the right, bai with the left, right foot comes to meet. You might be finding that during this advancing step with the body turn that it's much more difficult to keep your balance and also control the stepping. That's fine, that's natural. This is a new skill. It will take practice to acquire it. We're not used to looking in one direction and stepping in another. Also, Bagua stepping is different. This is a new way of moving for many of you. It will take time to become more comfortable. So practice this move, doing the advancing step linearly, moving backwards and forwards with the upper body, turn 90 degrees. Once you become more comfortable with this, we'll move on to the circle walking. Before we begin circle walking, let's talk about how to turn as we're walking the circle. Before we talked about turning in terms of the kobu and baibu. That's when you want to change directions 180 degrees. But what about if we're gradually changing our direction as we move into a circle? For Bagua circle walking, most of the turning is done with the outside foot. So if I'm moving in a clockwise direction, my left foot is the outside foot, and the right foot is the inside foot. Conversely, if I'm moving in a counterclockwise direction, my right foot is the outside foot, and my left foot is the inside foot. To give you an example, if I'm walking in a circle clockwise, my left foot is going to be the outside foot. My left foot will cut an angle inwards, and the right foot will continue to meet the left foot and move straight. The left foot will come to meet the right foot, cut an angle, turning with the right foot coming to meet it. On the other side, if I'm working in a counterclockwise direction, my right foot is the outside foot. So my right foot will cut an angle, turn inwards, the left foot will come to meet, the left foot will step mostly straight, the right foot will come to meet and then turn and cut the angle. Now, because I'm in a very small space in my Brooklyn, New York apartment, I don't have a lot of space to walk this circle. So as I'm demonstrating this, I will be turning a bit with the inside foot. But just to let you know, it's the outside foot that does most of the turning. So before we begin circle walking, we'll need some object to put in the center just to give us a visual cue, a target, if you will, for us to walk around. In this case, I'm going to use this small foam roller. You can use anything, a water bottle, a pillow, whatever you've got lying around. If you were practicing outside, you could even find a post, a tree, a basketball hoop, something to walk around. For this exercise, we'll be using the controlled stepping rather than that advanced stepping. So as we step forward, we'll place that foot down, then the other foot will follow. Later on, as we become more comfortable with the basic circle walking, we can move to the advanced stepping. We'll begin circle walking moving in a clockwise direction. So we'll set ourselves up with our right shoulder facing the inside of the circle, Bagua posture with the shoulders relaxed, the chest is hollow, tailbone facing downwards with the lower part of our back in a neutral position. Bend the knees slightly and place our hands in front of our waist with the fingers pointing each other. We'll shift the weight to the right foot, lifting up the left, and our first step will be at an angle, angling to the right. Slide the foot forward, place the foot down, pick up the right to meet the left. The right foot pushes forward, we'll place it on the ground, the left foot will come to meet the right. The left foot will step at an angle inwards again. Step with the left, place the foot down, right foot comes to meet it, right foot steps straight, left foot comes to meet the right. The left foot turns again, cuts in, we place the left foot down, right foot comes to meet it, right foot steps forward, left foot comes to meet, stepping in with the left, right foot comes to meet, stepping forward with the right, left foot turns in, right foot steps forward, left foot, right foot comes to meet, Now we're back where we began. Now you may be asking, how many steps should you take to complete the circle? And that all depends on the angle of that outside foot. It also depends on the space you're in. Right now I'm quite limited, so my circle has to be smaller. If the circle is smaller, I would be taking fewer steps. If I had a larger space, I could be taking larger steps. I could take less of an angle with that outside foot. Therefore, it would take me more steps to get around. As you begin circle walking, don't worry about how many steps you're taking to complete the circle. Worry more about correct posture, correct stepping technique, and just getting comfortable with turning with that outside foot. Let's walk another circle, moving in the counterclockwise direction. This time my right foot will be the outside foot, so it will be the right foot that initiates the turn. This time we'll stand with the left shoulder facing the inside of the circle. Bagua posture, bend at the knees, hands in front of the waist. We'll start with the right foot. Shift the weight to the left foot, pick up the right foot. The first step will be cutting it at an angle to the left. The right foot steps at an angle, shift the weight forward. Left foot steps straight. Right foot steps at an angle, left foot steps straight. Right foot steps at an angle, left foot steps straight. Right foot steps at an angle, left foot steps straight. Right foot at an angle, left foot comes to meet, and we've completed a circle, mostly. I cheated a little bit there. Now let's connect the clockwise walking with the counterclockwise walking, connecting those two with a kobu and a baibu to change our direction. Let's start with a clockwise direction. Right shoulder is facing the inside of the circle. Bagua posture, bend at the knees, hands in front of the waist. We'll start with our left foot stepping and turning inwards. Raise the left foot, step left, follow with the right, 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 and then with our outside foot, that's the left foot, we will do a kobu. Baibu with the right, left foot comes to meet. Now we've turned 180 degrees. Our left shoulder is facing the inside of the circle, and we can begin walking in a counterclockwise direction. So we'll start with the right foot. Shift the weight to the left, raise the right foot, and step inwards with the right. Step right, follow with the left, step right, follow with the left, right, left, right, left. And if we want to change direction again, our outside foot is the right foot, kobu with the right, baibu with the left, right foot comes to meet. Let's do that again, starting with the outside foot, which is our left foot. Raise the left foot, step in, follow with the right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Let's change direction. Left foot does a ko, right foot does a bai, left foot comes to meet. Let's start stepping with the right foot. Raise the right foot. Step in with the right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, and finish. Try this exercise several times, walking clockwise, counterclockwise, changing the direction with a kobu and baibu. Once you get more comfortable with this exercise, we'll move on to the next one. For this next exercise, we'll be doing the same stepping drill, but with our body turned 90 degrees, with our chest facing the center of the circle. This is where having this visual cue will come in handy. We'll start in the same position, moving clockwise with our right shoulder facing the inside of the circle. Bagua posture. Bend at the knees. Hands come to the waist, and we will turn our body, ideally 90 degrees, so that our chest is pointed towards the center of the circle. Now, as we walk, we want to keep our chest pointed towards the center of the circle. You can keep your eyes on the object in the center. This will give you a point of reference. It will also help you with your balance. We'll begin by stepping with the left foot. Shift the weight to the right foot, lift the left foot up, step in with the left, follow with the right. Step in with the left, follow with the right. In with the left, follow with the right. In with the left, follow with the right. Then we'll do a kobu baibu. Try to keep your chest facing the center of the circle. Kobu, baibu. Left foot comes to meet. We'll begin walking in the opposite direction, starting with the right foot. Lift the right foot. Step in with the right. Follow with the left. In with the right. Follow with the left. Right. Left. Right. Left. And finish. You've probably noticed a few things with this exercise. The first being, it's much more difficult to control your balance. You're walking in a circular fashion. Your eyes and your body are turned in a different direction. This is natural. Don't worry about it. It just takes more practice. The second is that the more steps you take as you walk around the circle, your upper body and chest will begin to turn away from the center. You might find it easy to keep your eyes on the center object, but you'll find that your upper body starts to creep a little bit as you take steps, with that outer shoulder especially starting to turn out. It's important as you're walking the circle to not only keep your eyes on the center object, but to think of that upper body. One tip would be to think of the outer shoulder as being the one that you really want to turn inwards to face that center object. While you're practicing circle walking, if you feel like you're losing balance, go ahead and put that other foot down. You can pause, regain your balance, and then begin again. You can take one step at a time. Stop, step, stop. This basic drill, we're not looking for speed, we're looking to build control. Practice this basic circle walking exercise with the body turned inwards towards the center of the circle, left and right, clockwise, counterclockwise. Build up that control, and then we'll move on to the next exercise. All right, to review, we've done circle walking with the controlled steps, 1 foot at a time, with the body facing in the same direction that we're walking, and with the upper body facing inwards to the center of the circle. Now, we'll do the same 2 exercises, but this time with the advancing step. We'll want to push forward. We'll be traveling a little bit further with each step. And the timing of the feet will be such that as one foot steps forward, the other foot will push off and then follow. Because of the very small space here, this will be a little bit challenging. I'll do my best to demonstrate for you. Let's review that advancing step real quickly before we start doing it in a circle. Let's try the advancing step with the right followed with the left. We'll step out with the right until we feel like we can't really step any further. Then we'll push off the left, pushing that right foot forward. The left foot will come to meet. Then the left foot will step forward until we can't extend it anymore. Push off the back foot, which is the right, and the right comes to meet. This will be the stepping that we do as we walk the circle. Now let's try that advancing step as we walk the circle. Begin with the right shoulder facing the center of the circle. Bagua posture. Bend the knees. Hands in front of the stomach. We'll begin with the left foot. left, push, right, push, left, push, right, push, left, push, right, push. Let's do a ko by. Left foot ko, right foot by, left foot comes to meet the right. Reset yourself, check your posture. We'll be walking counterclockwise, starting with the right. Right foot, push, left foot, push, right, push, left, push, right, push, left, push. Now you may find this advancing step, walking in a circle, to be quite challenging, and it is. It's a pretty big jump from the controlled stepping. It's much more challenging as far as balance and also body coordination. Take it slow. Practice going in both directions. Again, if you feel like you're losing balance, go ahead and put that other foot down, stop, regain your balance, and begin circle walking again. Before we move on to the next exercise, really spend some time practicing this. Be patient, don't rush, and when you're ready, we'll move on. All right, for the final exercise of this video, we'll be doing circle walking with the advancing step, this time with our upper body turned to face the center of the circle. Before we move on, make sure that you're comfortable and confident with the other exercises shown earlier in this video. If you're ready, let's begin. As we begin, let's take our time with this one. After each step, pause for a moment, make sure you're in control, then take the next step. We'll start with our right shoulder facing the inside of the circle, Bagua posture. Bend at the knees, hands in front of the waist, turn the upper body so the chest is facing the center of the circle. We'll keep our eyes on the object in the center. Step with the left, push. Step with the right, push. Step with the left, push. Right, left, right, and ko with the left, keeping the chest facing the middle. Bai with the right. Left foot comes to meet. We've changed our direction. Our chest is still facing the center of the circle. Let's start stepping with the right. Right, push. Left, push. Right, push. Left, push. Right, push. Left, push. And finish. Now let's practice this without pausing, continuously stepping around the circle with our body turned to face the center. Bagua posture, bend the knees, hands in front of the body, and turn, eyes on the center object. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, ko, bai, meet. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Let's do that again, starting with the outside foot, which is our left foot. Left, right, left, right, left, right, ko, bai, meet. Right, left, right, left, right, left, meet. And this concludes the second video in our Introduction to Bagua Zhang series. If you enjoyed it, please give us a like, subscribe, share it with your friends. If you have any questions, leave those in the comments. My name is Sugiyama from JIAYO.com. See you in the next video.